Good morning, welcome back to the Finca.
Yep, welcome back.
Another dull day. What is happening to the weather in Spain this year? I keep washing my fleece, putting it away for the winter, and then have to get it out again.
We're certainly getting more than our fair share of dull days this year. 320 days of sunshine we're supposed to get. I doubt we're going to get that this year, even if it's sunny every day now for the rest of the year.
I don't know, fed up
with
it.
This is water, by the way.
Yes, it's only water. Washed all my lettuce from last night. It's taken me all morning. I've got another bag full in the fridge. And we've just been doing a garden inspection, and we were looking at the garlic because it's not far off ready. The longest day there or thereabouts we should harvest it. We noticed these things growing up right from the centre. Little bulb on the end. It's trying to flower, it's trying to go to seed. So what we've done, we've chopped them all off as low down as we can. And apparently you can eat these and they're really tasty, either in salads or chop them up and put them in your cooking. Salad. So we've got plenty of salad to go with it.
Buckets of salad.
So we're going to give that a go, we're going to chop it up and try it, and we'll let you know what it tastes like.
So what else are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm not going down the valley today to do more packing. I probably should do, but I've had enough. I'm absolutely exhausted.
If you can hear the generator running, it's a generator in the background, by the way, because it is so dull today.
Yeah.
We're just getting the batteries charged up because we're using a lot of power for various things. So, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm not going down there to do any more packing today. Back on it tomorrow, but I needed a break. So I'm going to be doing a second coat on the bathroom floor.
Linseed oil.
Of linseed oil, of course. And then the shutter on the utility room, the old Corral. If you remember, Andy made that in a video way back now.
It gets the sun all day when it's closed, and it's only had one coat. We've been, trying to get everything done. Everything's temporary.
Yeah.
It's only had one coat, hasn't it? Yeah. So it is starting
to look now a little
dry a bit. So ideally they want 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So they're getting a coat.
So they're getting a coat. If I get a chance, the French doors as well, because they've only had one coat, but they are inside and obviously protected by the shutter, so not so urgent. And if I get a chance, back on the mezzanine, there's just half a beam that is visible that needs finishing off with oil. If you remember, I was up there painting the other half of the ceiling, and it's that same beam that runs along that just needs finishing off. So if I get time, that's my plan for today.
Right, okay, what am I on? We've got a list as long as your arm. We can't, when we go up to the apartment, we can't close the back door because it just shuts from the inside, and obviously we've got to come out through it to get up there. And there's a hole, like a cat-sized hole in the bottom of it. I'll show you in a minute. But last night I noticed this cloth was all twisted. So whether we've got some animals, I know we've got foxes here, the odd cat knocking about, not other than ours. So we need a way of closing that back door and blocking that little hole up so they can't get in the house. So there's that job. What else was there to do?
The car windows.
Oh, the car windows stopped
broken.
winding down, so I need to try and find out whether it's a switch or the motor. So I need to have a look at that at some point as well. The plug sockets need to go in the bedroom.
Yeah. I've got cat carriers to clean as well from the other day when we bought the babies. If you remember, they pooed, and I just took them outside because I haven't had time to do anything, so I've got to get them clean as well.
I'm sure there's something else. And we spent most of the morning weeding and checking the plants and sorting those out as well. So it's all go. We're trying to relax. We're supposed to be having a relaxing life here, but we just get done what we can get done. I think the door's the priority though, so we can actually close it at night.
Yeah. Fortunately, there's nobody around, but you never know.
We might have a fox in there. We don't be eating our food,
we're eating our food, no.
So let's get on with it.
Okay, we'll catch you later.
Poor thing wants to go out. You can see outside, he keeps putting his paw through. Making a break for it. Oh, be careful. You can go out soon. Here we have a naughty one trying to escape. What are you like, baby? Just a few more days.
Just had to share this with you. I came into the kitchen to get my chicken out the freezer for later tonight. We're going to do garlic chicken. I thought I'd just have a little nibble of this. Oh my goodness, absolutely blows your head off. So I guess we won't be using all of them. I think one's going to be plenty. So I'll let you know later. Back in the garden, I need a couple of carrots to go with our casserole tonight, our garlic chicken. So I'm just going to see what we've got. Take the lot, I think. Oh. Oh. A bit of a skinny one. These haven't been in that long really, but oh, that was a bit fatter. Oh yes, that's a nice one. Happy with that. I think that'll do actually. Well, maybe one more. What's this one? Oh, it's got a baby. Okay, lovely. That kind of thing is because we never thinned them out, so that's what happens. Some get big and some obviously don't because there's not enough room. So, but that's okay. Not disappointed.
So this is the door in question. This is the door that leads out from what's going to be the kitchen into the lower courtyard. You see the light flooding through the bottom. That's an easy cat fox size hole, and we can't shut it from the outside anyway at the moment. It closes. I'm actually going to make it taller one day. I'm going to put a piece of steel in up here to support these joists, a big chunky piece of steel. You can see everything's very small. That's how tall it is. I'm a fraction under 6 foot, and I've got a bit of ducking to do. We have hit our head a few times on it, but we don't tend to do it anymore because it's not good for you. And the door closes with this, and that goes in there, and now it's locked. So obviously we can't put this in from the outside when we go out. So all I'm going to do today, you can see the hole there, and I can probably see it clearer without the bright light. I'm probably just going to, I don't know, put a hook on it and a bit of string, a bit of rope, so we can just peg it shut when we go to bed and hook it onto something. There's loads of hooks and bits of things sticking out the walls. So yeah, I think that's quite an important thing to do. I'd love to be able to change it and do it, but we have other priorities at the moment, and it works, so we're just going to stick with it for now. I've just got a bit of old some offcuts of T&G floorboard. The biggest problem I've got here is the wood's rotten, so getting a decent fix into it. But it'll do for now. Get it. It'll do. It's just to keep the critters out. Oh, that bit alright. Good stuff. That one didn't. Turn the torque down a bit. Smashing, that'll do for that. Might let's see if we can come up with an ingenious solution to close it from the outside. So there we go, nice and simple. We're using the 2 screws in the door attached to a cord, hooked over a nail technique it does the job. The door is shut. It's sturdy enough for an animal not to get in. It gives it a little bit, but nothing's getting in there. And I've boarded up the hole, so top security. Of course, whenever we go out, we always go out through the front door anyway, so we'll put the bolt in. But for night time, that'll do us just nicely. The shower's nearly done on the bathroom floor. Just reversing her way out slowly, I think. Again, we need to leave this for an hour and then give it a wipe with, there's the stuff, look at the professional technique. Give it a wipe with a dry cloth to take the excess off it. That way it allows it to dry off very quickly, because we need it dry for tonight. And we've not got long. While we've got the linseed oil out, this door needs a little bit of a, it's got a dry spot here. But just wants a little dab on it, and I'll show you the door downstairs as well that needs doing. And this shutter on the outside, it's very dry. It's only ever had one coat since we've done it, and it gets the sun here all day. When it's out, that is, unlike today. So it really does get a hammering. But another 2 or 3 coats and it'll be good then. All the rest of the stuff we've done all around is holding up really well. So yeah, Sharon's going to do that when she's done the bathroom. So I'm on the sockets in the bedroom. As you can remember, I went to great pains to, I got my sunglasses, to try and explain to you my logic with this hole. So now hopefully it will become a bit clearer. What I'm going to do, oh, I need my pen, just a minute. Right, so this is the back box. This is going to sit into the wall there. In here, the screws are already in to mount the socket to, so I'm going to pop those out just now. And then put them there so we don't lose them, because I'm bound to drop them down here if I take them out there. 2, 3, and 1 more. Right, so with them out of the way, I need to open up one of these openings. Which side of the wires come out of actually? They go in this side. So I'll pop one of these sides out. Try not to stab my hand with the screwdriver. There we go. Just like that. I'm going to put the socket in the wrong way round, because I want to, in fact I don't need to put it in, because those, I don't want to lose those down there, do I? So what I'm going to do is just get it where I want it. Oh, where's my level now? It's there. I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. I'm going to put that there like that, exactly where I want it. Check I've got a space at the bottom for the hole. Put my level on it, because there's nothing worse than wonky sockets, even though everything else in the house is wonky. Get that spot on there. Then I'm going to draw around it. I'm not using a Sharpie because I don't want a big thick black line that might show on the front when it's done. Right, so that's what I want to do with my holes. With my hole cutter, I'm just going to set it in a bit to give us a bit of overlap, and just check it's all in the right place. That doesn't look bad. Now, because I made that hole in the centre, I can actually push my wires out of the way like that, and just stick your fingers through and make sure there's nothing behind, like a wire you're going to chop through. This is what I was trying to explain, to have that gap at the side. Okay. The noise again. Okay, that's one. Let's just try and get this out of here now. It's just said and done. Right, and now for the other side. Again, just get it as lined up as you can. I've got it set on screwdriver because sometimes if it catches it can flip out and mark your timber, so at least having the clutch operational on it, you can just hold it when it does catch and it doesn't, got screw stuck to my leg now, doesn't catch any harm. Okay, so we'll have a quick way up of that. We can push our wires through now. They go in that side. Yeah. Right, so I just need to nick off that little bit with the jigsaw. The power's still on, by the way, because I need it for the jigsaw, because I don't have a cordless jigsaw. Let's try that. Look at that. Smashing. Lovely job. Perfect. What we do now, we tighten these up, and if you can make that out there, these clips come up and then close in to clamp it onto the wood. So we just hold them in there, and then this will just tighten them up with a live wire out of my way. Come on, just. It's all live, this as well, by the way. I mean, live recording. We don't practice anything. We just do it. If it goes wrong, it's going to go wrong. I like to bring it to you as it is. Okay. You don't want to go too mad with these. Just so it's snug and it's not moving. Right, I'm going to turn the power off now and wire it up. I shall be back in a moment. Alright, the power's off. There's my screwdriver. That's it. I like these sockets because they've got USB charges on them as well, and normally you get sockets in Spain, you've got to muck about wiring the two sockets together, two halves together yourself. These are already pre-wired with the USBs in, so they're dead easy to fit, and they don't look bad as far as sockets go. I prefer some brushed metal ones or something like that, but we can't get them. That's a new tool, that's a pause, and this little one down here. Right, I can take these clips off now. Then go back in the box and reuse them. Okay. So the pos goes in there. Shove them right in. Make sure they're tight, nothing more dangerous than loose electrical connections. Twist the wires up. The neutral goes in that one. So, tighten him up. You can see from my elbow. And then the earth in that one there. And nip him up. Right, so that goes in there now like that. He sits in there. Nice as you like. Magnetic screwdrivers are great sometimes, but then other times they're not. Okay. Then screw him in. Difficulties finding the holes. Let's just slacken them off a bit so I can see. That's it. There. 2. 3. I can see this one. There we go, that's got it. I felt it go. Then we take our level again. Make sure it's level, which it isn't. Slacken them off a bit. That's it. Nip them up. That's him. Cover just snaps on. It does. That's it. Happy days. Right, I'll do the other one now. Right, so the power's back on. I'm going to test them. I'll plug the jigsaw into it. Hey, that's good. There we go. Happy with that. We'll do the others and then go and see what else we've got to do. We're done, all cleaned up. We've got 2 functioning sockets, or 4 sockets, either side of the bed or where the bed's going to be. Another good job, well done. So, comfortable now. I've taken the switch out, I've taken it apart, I've found the... I want to test the switch first to make sure that's working. So I'll do a continuity test on it. It's that one there. So check it's working. You can hear it beeping there. Somehow I've got to operate this switch and hold these on at the same time. Should be easy. So that one on there. So yeah, the switch is working. I'm going to try it the other way. I can't do it. But yeah, it seems to be working. So it looks like it's going to be the motor or the actuator thing or whatever it is. So I'll have to take the panel off, but I'm not doing that today. Well, I'm not exactly sure what I've done. I've just put it back together and it's now working. How's about that then? Whether it'll last or not, I don't know. But yeah, it's working, so I'm happy now. Happier than I was 5 minutes ago. So a bit of a result on the car window. Sharon's done the outside of the shutter and the inside of the shutter, and now she's working on the French doors inside. But how nice does that look now? It's brought it all back to life. We'll give it another coat in a few weeks when it's all soaked in and dry. It should be getting somewhere near then. Fabulous-tastic.
Well, that's me finished for the day. I've had a good day, done the bathroom floor, patched up the apartment door where it was drying out at the bottom, done the shutter both sides and both sides of the French doors. So pleased with myself, and look at that for measurement. Can you see that? The only thing I haven't done is the frame here, and there's a reason for that. You can obviously see we've still got massive holes down the side, so that's all got to be pointed, and it's just going to go all over the frame. It does. I know what I'm like. I'm a messy worker. So I've left that deliberately. Once the pointing round the door is finished, then that can have another coat. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. As usual, if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to our channel. It helps us out enormously. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you tomorrow.